So we'll start now with adaptations in reptiles. Observe from a distance how snakes and earthworms creep. Which organs do they use for creeping? What is the meaning of creeping? Creeping means to move slowly with the body close to the ground. Are there any special changes for that purpose? Not any such changes. Animals like house lizard, garden lizard, crocodile use their muscles for creeping. How those lizard, crocodile use their muscles? They use their muscles for creeping. Similarly, they show adaptations in skin, soles of feet, body color, etc. For example, the house lizard and monitor lizards have clawed toes. How are their toes? They are clawed. Clawed means having a curved, pointed, horny nail. Okay, they have a, how are they? Pointed, horny nail. You can see here. Okay, and thin soles, whereas snakes have a scaly skin. Scaly means what? Dry. Okay, they have a dry skin. Here are the picture of reptiles. Okay, see it once. Now we'll start with adaptations for food in animals. Okay, we can categorize animals as herbivorous. Herbivorous means an animal that feeds on plants. An animal that feeds on plants is known as herbivorous. And carnivorous means an animal feeding on other animal. Carnivorous means an animal feeding on another animal. Special adaptations are seen in each category to make the process of feeding easy. We will discuss this in great detail in the chapter on nutrition. Watch the programs on channels like National Geographic Wild, Discovery, etc. to learn about the feeding habits of animals like frogs, snakes, birds, mosquitoes, butterfly, etc. So here are the picture of adaptation for food in animals. Okay, see the pictures clearly. Now come down. See here, complete the following chart from your own observation. Okay, we have to complete the chart now. So pay attention here. Sharp teeth. Which animal? Lion and tiger. Use of adaptation to tear the flesh. Lion and tiger have sharp teeth. For what purpose? To tear the flesh. Long and pointed beak. Which animal? Woodpecker. Use of adaptation to make hole. To make hole, they have long and pointed beak. Short beak, sparrow. Sparrow has a short beak. For what? To eat and feed. For himself, for herself, and also to feed. Okay. Long and sticky tongue. Sticky tongue. For whom? For the frog. What is its use? To eat insects easily. For eating insects easily. Long neck. Which animal has a long neck? Giraffe. For what purpose? For what use of adaptation? To eat leaves and fruits in forest. In forest, trees are big. So how he will eat? So he or she has got the long neck for giraffe. Okay. Now we'll come for adaptation for blending with the surroundings. Okay. Blending means mixing. Blending means mixing. Okay. Come on. We cannot easily spot colorful butterflies, lizards and grasshoppers. They get camouflaged amidst. What is the meaning of camouflage amidst? Camouflage means hide. Okay, hide. Amidst means being surrounded by something. Okay, something means here is grass. Parts of plants like stem, leaves, flowers, etc. That is because their colors blend. Blend means mix with those of their surrounding. Changes that take place in the various organs and life processes of organisms that enable them to live, feed, reproduce, to perpetuate. What is the meaning of perpetuate? Continue or to carry on. Okay, continue reproducing, okay, themselves and protect themselves from the enemies in specific surroundings. Depending upon the habitat and its geographical conditions are called adaptations. Okay. Now we'll start with the Darwin's theory of evolution. So we are going to start with the Darwin's theory of evolution. Okay. Here you can see the picture of great scientist who? Charles Darwin. Okay. So Charles Darwin, a biologist, studied numerous types of plants and animals and suggested that only those organisms are likely to survive which can best adapt themselves to a changing environment. This is called the theory of survival of the fittest. Fittest means of a suitable quality. Fittest means of a suitable quality. This is Darwin's first principle. Okay. If an organism is born with a new beneficial characteristic and is able to survive, this change is preserved in the next generation. This is Darwin's second principle and is called the theory of natural selection. Okay, first theory of survival of the fittest. Fittest means of a suitable quality. And second theory is of natural selection. Okay. Now come down. Classification of living organisms. It is difficult to study and remember all organisms in this diverse living world at the same time. Classification helps in this respect. So here they have given the table. I will teach you that. First we'll read this passage. Different scientists have used different criteria and independently classified plants and animals. A hierarchy is formed in the classification that starts with kingdom Animalia or kingdom Plantae. Further groups and subgroups are formed depending upon basic similarity and differences. This is called the hierarchy of classification. Okay, from year to year, learn this. Okay, hierarchy of classification. See a table, there is hierarchy. Okay, and one is of mango. Mango is a Plantae. Okay, it is a plant. Now, and of human hierarchy, kingdom Plantae. Okay, phylum is Anthophila. Mango's class is Dicotyledon. Okay, order Cephalus. Its family is what? Anacardiaceae. Genus Mangifera. Species Indica. Okay. Now human. Kingdom Animalia. Okay. Phylum Chordata. Class Mammalia. Order Primates. Family Hominidae. Genus Homo. Species Sapiens. Okay. learn this table perfectly. They can ask for 2 marks. Okay. Now, binomial nomenclature by Carl Linnaeus. Carl Linnaeus, a scientist. What is the meaning now of binomial nomenclature? Binomial means a two-part name, especially the Latin name of a species of living organism. What is the meaning of binomial? Means a two-part name, especially the Latin name of a species of living organisms. Okay. What is nomenclature? What is the meaning of nomenclature? Nomenclature means system of names and terms in particular field. Means systematically. Okay. System of names and terms in particular field. Okay. It is the meaning of nomenclature. So clear? What is binomial nomenclature? Okay. Now imagine that there are 4 students with a name Kabir or Kiran in classroom. If you are talking about any one of them, how would you ensure that others know which one of them you are talking about? Without any confusion, we'll tell the full name, that is the first name and the last name. So this is similar binomial nomenclature. Okay. Binomial nomenclature is used to identify each organisms. How organisms are identified? By binomial nomenclature. According a scientific name has been assigned to each organism. It consists of 2 parts. The first part is genus and second is species. All identified organisms have been assigned a binomial name as per the guidelines of the International Code of Nomenclature. Okay. All the organisms of a species are so similar that irrespective of differences, color, height, habitat and habits, they can reproduce among themselves and form new individuals like themselves. For example, all domestic cats in the world belong to the same species. The same is true in the case of animals like hen, cow, dog, etc. and plants like mango, wheat, maize, etc. Okay? Understood what is binomial nomenclature? Read it careful, very important. Okay? Now, come to this table. Following are some examples of organisms from kingdom Plantae and Animalia classified by the binomial method of nomenclature. Living thing. Okay, first is dog. Scientific name. The scientific name Canis lupus familiaris. Living things. First is dog. Scientific name is Canis lupus familiaris. Cow. Bos taurus. Hibiscus rosa sinensis. Hibiscus is what? Hibiscus rosa sinensis. Jawar, sorghum bicolor. Find out the scientific names of other animals and plants in your surroundings and discuss in class. Okay. Come to this yellow box. Okay, what is this? This is a what? Frog. Okay. Here the picture is of frog. So see here, 29th April is observed as what? World Frog Protection Day. 29 April is observed as World Frog Protection Day. Killing or harming frog is prohibited, okay, by the Wildlife Protection Act. Okay, important, keep in mind. Okay, so down here is the exercise. I will post the PDF. Okay, I'll post the PDF in my next video. Okay, thank you.